So hello, how are you? Welcome again with SS. Now we are going to continue our lesson chapter number 17 and economic problem and challenges that India is facing today. Poverty and unemployment is the most dominant problem that we are facing today. We had discussed about this. Now we are going to the point on page number 134, poverty in India. In order to decide poverty line in 2011-12 Planning Commission of India declared per capita expenditure for rural area as rupees 816, which means rupees 4,080 per family expenditure, and for the urban area per capita expenditure was fixed at the rate of 1,000 per person at least. According family expenditure was declared to be at least rupees 5,000. This means at least this much per capita income should be there to reach our expenditure. So you can understand that as your family also, your father earns, your mother earns, your whoever earns, but there is a particular amount of earning for every family as per the expenditure. Those who are earning more, they expend more, but at least a family need at least for food, health, shelter and this all thing, at least 5,000 rupees in 2011 and 12. Now it is 2020. So you can understand it that a person to live, to survive, he or she should earn at least for a family about 15,000 to 20,000 as per the expenditure. Nowadays in these situations people need more and more money for reliance. So let's continue. On the basis of new criteria, number of the poor has reached to 25 crore in 2011 and 12 and rate of poverty has reduced to 21.9%. Thus, approximately 35.47 crore people were living in poverty. In order to see that equality prevails at the international level, World Bank has decided per capita income as $1.90 in 2012 as per the rate of 2008, which is considered as a scale for the poverty line. According to one report of the World Bank, India's total population was approximately 121 crore. Now it is up to 150 crore or so. Out of which 32.7% people were living in below poverty line, which makes about 45.6 crore. This ratio also has been increased in 2020. So World Bank told it $1.90 multiply by 80, you will get the per capita income of an Indian. As per the report of the UNDP 2015, ratio of poverty in India in 2011-12 was 21.92%. It means that out of total poor, that is 26.93 crore, 21.65 crore people in the rural area, that is 25.7%, and only 5.28 crore people in urban area are under poverty line. So you can understand that most probably people, those who are living in rural area, they are more poorer than the people, those who are living in urban area. Urban area means city. In Gujarat, the proportion of poverty is 16.63%. Please underline this. Chhattisgarh, Assam, Uttar Pradesh, Manipur, Bihar, Arunachal Pradesh, Jharkhand, Orissa, etc. have more than 30% of poverty in India. If you will survey yourself, if you will ask to any other person from another state, they will say that Gujarat is the best to live in every view we can say Gujarat is the best place to live in India. India is bestowed with natural resources in large quantity and it's prosperous in natural raw material, but because of lack of ability to make worthy profit from them, lack of education, training and skilled effective planning since years, these natural resources have not been utilized to their possible extent for welfare of people. As a result of it, proportion of poverty has not reduced, so it is said the poor live in wealthy India. Underline please there. It can be come in your question answer. Please underline the poor live in wealthy India. We got lots and lots of resources, and to maintain why foreign countries are much more richer, in a good economic condition, because they invent something, they use the perfect resources and many things. As for us, most probably we will see in our society, in Indian society, what happens. A boy or girl who is more above 20, 25, 30, still he or she is dependent on parents. So this is the most dominant problem we can say regarding our Indians. So the foreign countries, people used to say the poor live in wealthy India. We are wealthy in every sense. In terms of everything we are wealthy, but to use lack of awareness, planning and many things affects this thing. Now rural poor, generally in landless laborers, farmer laborers, artisans of cottage industry or small scale industries, marginal farmer, beggar, forced laborers, inhabitants of forest or mountainous region, tribals, temporary craftsmen, etc. are called rural poor. Please indicate this thing, underline this thing. There might be question that rural poor and urban poor, differentiate between, give difference between rural poor and urban poor. Who are urban poor? Temporary laborers on daily wages, domestic workers, rickshawalas, workers in tea stalls or hotels or dabas, workers working in garages, beggars, or who are not able to satisfy their minimum and basic necessities and live in a poverty and considered to be the urban poor. So now there must be some reason for a particular thing. Why poverty? So we are going to go to the next point on page number 135. Reason of poverty. You might have think that you might be thinking, some of you, those who are going through the videos for continues, that sir is just reading, not explain. But nothing is that to explain. Just read out, maintain the figures, whatever things are important. I am indicating you. Just go through it. Now, reasons of poverty. The origin of poverty is more deep rooted in villages, rural areas as compared to urban areas. Following are the reasons for it. Why? People, those who are living in rural area, why they are poor? So, number one, decreasing in income from agriculture sector because of insufficient development in the field of agriculture and insufficient irrigation facilities. As you know, that water also, no doubt this year we got the very good rain, but lack of facilities, irrigation facilities, small lands, no lands, this thing, and about more than 85% of people, we can say, they are involved in agriculture sector. So lack of alternative employment apart from farming. This is also a best and good reason that there is not any alternate option. They didn't have any alternate option from farming. Lack of knowledge regarding other employment, education, skill or training in the rural area. They are most probably, the farmers are illiterate. Increase in debt as a result of excessive expenditure because of caste system and orthodox tradition and custom. Thus, it may be said that it is due to increase in unproductive expenditure due to untouchability, caste system, creed system. Yet we are facing the most dangerous problem in India, and due to that there is no literacy somewhere. People are being made as like of slave, and many problems are due to illiteracy. The poor become victim of exploitation and injustice. Along with that, they are not able to get proper benefit of government schemes because of lack of information. Illiteracy stands more, as I used to say, I used to shout in your class that be literate. Master your language, master your knowledge. The more you gain, your life will become more successful. So lots and lots of knowledge we need. Grasp it from anywhere. Master your language, whichever it may be, either Gujarati, Hindi, English, Sanskrit, whatever, whichever the language you are going through. Go through the schemes, go through the government scheme, read newspaper, go through the news, go through some books. You will definitely get lots and lots of knowledge. Due to ignoring necessities and economic welfare of the poorest section of the society during formation of economic policy. This is also an important point. That no doubt there are being economic policies by the government, a particular society, a particular caste, but you can see there is ignorance of the poor people. Production of cash crops was increasing while production of edible crops was reduced. This triggered the scarcity of the food grains and pulses and price rise, because of which people could not get meals twice a day. This problem we are facing, and in next generation, next age, we will definitely face too much problem, because people now, farmers, we can say, they are growing the crops that gives them lots and lots of money. They are not going for edible farming like grains and whatever, pulses, rice, etc. In spite of this, you can see that fields are full of cotton, somewhere there are fields of castor, and because these crops gives them lots and lots of money. So there is a scarcity of food, grains, pulses, etc. You might have gone to the market to buy something, some grains, pulses, etc. You can see that day by day the prices are higher and higher. And if such a condition is there, within 2 to 3 years, 5 years, there will be a scarcity, lots and lots of scarcity of even getting one roti. So this is also a major problem. Because of execution of economic reforms, rural economic collapse, cottage and small scale industry broken down, migration increase, incoming agriculture sector decrease. Nobody is interested in agriculture. From about your 60 student in your class who would like to go for agriculture businesses, etc. Nobody will go. Nobody will be interested. But this field, as you all know, superb field, you can build your career, many things are there. So let's, beside that, to the point, the small industries, the small cottage industries have been ruined because of the large scale. As you can see that mall system has come. Now Reliance is going to be in market with lots and lots of malls and this. And what about the small shopkeeper? He go on get particular type of things by less money or something or whatever his business criteria it might be. So they will face, no doubt they will face the problem. Now poor people are becoming victim of malnutrition and diseases. Expenditure on health increase, although income was static, but expenditure on medicines increase. This type of people, those who have migrated from rural to urban area, they works in a particular factory or industry or so. Apart from that, due to lack of money and good nutrition food, they are diseased by themselves, and there is limitation of their we can say income, but they have to spend more and more money on their health, on medicines, etc. Due to change in technology, traditional business, cottage industry, etc. were deteriorated and unemployment had increased. You all know that Ahmedabad was called Manchester of India. Manchester means where cloth industry mills were there, lots and lots of mills and lakhs of workers were working over there and earning. The industries has been collapsed. There is lots of unemployment and the people are facing lots and lots of problems. So, due to development of new technology, new traditions, new skills, new systems, people are facing problems. There was an increase in population growth, death rate decreased, average lifespan increased, supply of labor increased in comparison to demand of labor. So unemployment increased. On the other side, the production of things or the basic of requirement decreased. There was a price rise, there was a downfall in purchase power was experienced. Living standard deteriorated, thus poverty increased. You can understand this thing, that population growth increased day by day. We are going to reach at the topmost level in the terms of population. Needs required too much. Labors were there, lots of labor. Production increased, but there was no money with people to buy the product, material, food, etc. All these things. Price rise, and this causes unemployment. This causes poverty. Now we are going to go through our third, the strategy for poverty. So you, my dear friends, you can understand why poverty in India. Reasons of poverty. This might be in the form of a question, this might be in the form of shortcut too. So you can understand. Now let's go to the strategy for poverty of eradication. The vicious cycle of poverty increasing in grade. Reason for it has been understood in the short. On the basis of it, it has become easy to understand which type of strategy is to be adopted to remove poverty. We cannot remove poverty. 100% poverty cannot be removed, but some strategies, some steps we can apply. Means the government can apply, even we Indians can apply. Till now, 11-year plan has been completed. Till then, neglection of rural area in strategy for development of Indian economy, and work plan is found mainly responsible for poverty. Golden pinnacle of Indian economy may be there in urban areas, but the baseline in rural areas are only. So 11th commission plan, after the independence, there were commission plan made by government, 5-year plan, 6-year plan. So first 5-year plan, second 5-year plan, 6th 5-year plan. This type of strategies were made by government, planning commission it is called. So but this 11th plan failed. Why? Because in rural area, no doubt the economic sector, economic rate was increased, but in rural area it decreased day by day. Villages are the heart of Indian economy. So in order to keep them alive and prosperous, a large part of budget should have been spent after them. Actual economic development, social development and cultural development of India is possible by developing villages only. So you can understand, the lifeline is within village. If the farmer in the field, in the village, any farmer, all the farmers stop growing wheat, what will happen? Stop growing pulses and spices and etc. Many things that we need in daily route. What will happen? Obviously, we will be in starvation. So, Here, what happens? Yes, you all know, according to the scenario, yeah, according to the modern age today, villages are being collapsed, and economy is within and only to be with villages. If villages are not there, there is no economic growth. So, yeah, thus through the program Gramodaya say Bharat Uday, present government has implemented the basic idea that the upliftment of the country is possible only through the upliftment of the villages. Central and state government have emphasized on implementation of the plans and programs for removal of poverty. For this stress has been laid on improvement of basic needs like development of agriculture and cottage small scale industry, if opportunity for employment will be created, a flow of income will increase and poverty will be decreased. So there is a scheme by government, Gramodaya se Bharat Uday. No doubt is an Hindi sentence, but yes, you can write this thing. Yeah, sometime it might a paper setter like me can explain. Gramodaya se Bharat Uday, strategy of poverty eradication. So how you will explain? You have to indicate all these points. What is the problem? To what economic condition of India is correlated to what? Correlated to development of villages. Yeah, correlated to village. And so you can write many points regarding this thing. If you will read this paragraph, obviously you can get 8 out of 8, 5 out of 5, 4 out of 4. Gramodaya se, Uday of Gram. Say Bharat Uday. I'm sorry I cannot explain in Hindi because of your complainers. So after independence, government has given a trust, not thrust, thrust to development of a large scale, heavy and key industries along with slogan Garibi Hatao, remove poverty. For their development, encouragement has been given to the development of cities. On the other hand, with the objective of green revolution, land reform acts have been implemented so that development may be there in agriculture. Sector as a result of which production will increase, employment opportunities will be created, employment will be increased and poverty level could be reduced. It was believed that as a result the development of industry benefits achieved by owners of industry will increase, income of rich farmers or landlords which will be distributed among poor people and thus it will decrease in. But this strategy was proved to be optimistic bubbler. Speed of economic development of the country remained slow. Along with slow economic development, distribution of income was unequitable and unequal. As a result of it, income and wealth was concentrated in the hands of few rich people only. Thus, no improvement was there in condition of poor people. As a result, improper distribution of the income, rich become richer in the condition of poor people. As a result of improper distribution of the income, rich become richer and the poor remain where they were. So with this strategy, government with this Gramodaya se Bharat Uday, they gave Garibi Hatao. By this they got in some type of strategies that they will ruin the poverty. But what happened in this thing? No doubt industries were developed nearby villages. Yeah, many other small businesses, small industries, we can say cotton industry. But what happened? Even they have, what we can say, they told, yeah, they implemented, they intimate the rules of the landlords and the jamindars and this thing to be involved in this situation of the country to develop villages. But what happened? The cause was that the rich became richer and the poor, no doubt, was more poor and poorer. Then there was increment, we can say, there was increase in poverty. So my dear friends, still yet government is trying with its different strategies, different works, different schemes are being what's implemented by government, yeah, we can say in use or kept in use, but the poor didn't get the perfect, or we can say the equal gain of this whole thing. By this, what happens? The people ran away towards the even the village people, those who were involved in farming. A farmer will not think that his son will become a farmer. He will think his son will become an industrialist, yeah, engineer, yeah, doctor, yeah, so and so. So this type of conditions were faced this time, and due to that, the poor became more poorer and poorer. So next strategy we will continue in our next session. Till that, thank you very much.